Well, would you look at that? GameStop short sale firm Citadel paid Biden's Treasury Secretary millions. Uh, Again, Biden said nothing would fundamentally change, so we see these people in his cabinet with huge, massive amounts of power and responsibilities being paid by the same industries and companies that they're supposed to be keeping a watchful eye over. Very similar to Trump, just with a more diverse cabinet. Joe Biden's Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has made over $7 million from speaking at Wall Street firms including Citadel, which has invested billions of dollars in the primary hedge fund now suffering as a result of the GameStop stock surge. Yellen's financial disclosures reveal over 60 speeches to financial firms, and items 25, 29, and 49 on the list shows her receiving a sum of $810,000 from Citadel in speaking fees. Pretty big chunk of money, I think, by most people's standards. Unless you're very wealthy, would be a life-changing sum of money to give fucking speeches to blow smoke up these Wall Street hedge fund, corporations and the stock, and perhaps help. Citadel recently funneled billions into Melvin Capital Management, according to Wall Street Journal. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if behind the scenes Yellen or other people in Biden's cabinet who are very beholden to Wall Street and these very same hedge funds are planning some type of regulatory measures to prevent people from being able to participate in the stock market and protecting these hedge funds, protecting the billionaire owner capitalist class. Investing, almost $3 billion in Melvin Capital, an emerging influx of cash expected to stabilize what has been one of the top performing funds on Wall Street. And again, Yellen, Biden's Treasury Secretary, got $810,000 from speaking fees. And I'm sure that's just because they really thought she was just an amazing speaker, so brilliant and talented. I mean, if you believe that's why she's getting paid that much money, I have some swampland I would like to sell you at a great price. I mean, Jesus Christ, how naive do people have to be to think that's what's going on here? What's more, Citadel has a close financial relationship with Robinhood as the trading platform receives payment from Citadel Execution Services for directing equity order flow. I mean, Jesus Christ. One summary of the Citadel Robinhood relationship notes: Robinhood likely received a significant premium on its payment for order flow, PFOF, from Citadel, as it allowed Citadel to profit much more of Robinhood trades than other brokers. Citadel is founded by Ken Griffin, a major Republican donor who has funded the presidential campaigns of establishment candidates, including Romney and McCain. Yellen will now face questions over her involvement in the move to stop ordinary traders on Thursday morning. She was cited as the front person of the Biden regime by Press Secretary Jen Psaki. Janet Yellen, Biden's Treasury Secretary, received $810,000 giving these speeches to Citadel, who's a major investor in Melvin Capital, that hedge fund, who basically lost their shorts due to these, all these folks on Reddit dumping money into the GameStop. And so she's asked, should maybe Yellen recuse herself from this issue? Because it seems like an obviously huge, massive conflict of interest. And Biden's press secretary here, pretty revealing, I should say, but not surprising, unfortunately.
And I have followed up on the markets and everything that's happening with GameStop. You did mention, I believe, yesterday that the Treasury Secretary is monitoring the situation and she's kind of on top of it. There have been some kind of concerns about her previous engagements with Citadel and the speaking
810,000.
fees that she has received from Citadel. Are there any plans to have her recuse herself from advising the president on
You would
GameStop and
think there
the
should
whole
be,
Robinhood
I mean, in a
situation?
fucking sane world, there would be, right?
Well, just to be clear, what I said was that we have the Treasury Secretary is now confirmed. Obviously, we have a broad economic team. The SEC put out a statement yesterday that I referred to, but I don't think I have anything more for you on it other than to say, separate from the GameStop.
So again, like totally dodging and deflecting the question, not acknowledging that there's a huge conflict of interest there. Again, Biden said nothing would fundamentally change. This is something you could expect from Trump's previous press secretaries, right?
Issue.
Just totally not answering the question, trying to deflect. It's disgusting, but not surprising, unfortunately.
The Secretary of Treasury is one of the world-renowned experts on markets, on the economy. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone she was paid to.
Yeah, so look, that she's out there parodying that fucking dog shit. Yeah, Janet Yellen, she's so amazing. She's wonderful. She's a genius. That's why these companies paid her millions of dollars to hear her glorious words. It had nothing to do with her being in these positions of power, having vast amounts of, resources and connections to people in power. It had nothing to do with that. Just they really love to hear her talk so much that they're willing to pay her millions of dollars. It didn't have anything to do with all that other stuff.
Give her perspective and advice before she came into office.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, who seriously in their right minds would believe the shit that's coming out of this Biden's press secretary's mouth? What was her name again? Yeah, that's the article I just... what was it? Jen Psaki, right? Does it say here? Yeah, Psaki. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, huge, massive conflicts of interest. If Biden and his press secretary and other people in their cabinet had any type of moral scruples or ethics whatsoever, they'd be like, yes, right away, Janet Yellen, not going to have her fingers on this issue at all, because yes, there is a huge and obvious conflict of interest. She received almost $1 million fucking dollars from Citadel. Again, as Biden said, nothing would fundamentally change. This is just another example of that, and there are numerous ones. If you like the video, like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. All power to the people. Peace. Much love.